Hi students, let us study the defects in crystals today. Okay, so defects in crystals are crystalline solids. So what are these defects? So we know that in a crystalline solid there is a orderly arrangement of particles. That means each particle is represented in the form of a sphere. Okay, so this is nothing but the orderly arrangement of particles. So this is nothing but the crystalline lattice or crystal lattice. Three-dimensional arrangement of particles present in the space is called the crystal lattice. So this is nothing but the crystal lattice. In this crystal lattice, the particles are arranged in a orderly manner. So not only in the orderly manner, so these particles are arranged regularly and also repeatedly. So the regular and repeated arrangement of particles present in case of any crystalline solid. Okay, so this kind of solid can be taken as a crystalline solid. Okay, so in this crystalline solid, we will consider the crystal lattice. So this is nothing but a crystal lattice. So in this crystal lattice, each and every particle is present, which is regularly present, and it is regularly and repeatedly present. So orderly arrangement of particles is there, regular and repeated arrangement of particles is also there in case of this crystal lattice. So this kind of crystal can be taken as the ideal crystal. Ideal crystal. So what is meant by ideal crystal? So before going to the definition of ideal crystal, so you observe here there is an arrangement of particles. Okay. So all the particles are present. There is no gap at the site of the particles. So that means all the particles are present. So if all the particles are present, so these particles will not move from one place to another place. So if there is any movement of particles, then we can say that some vacancy is present. Okay. So if in this case, if there is no movement of the particles, that means no particle is absent. So since there is no movement of the particles, the entropy of this crystalline solid can be taken as 0. So any crystal system or crystalline substance in which entropy is found to be 0, so that kind of crystal can be taken as the ideal crystal. So what is ideal crystal? A crystalline lattice or crystalline substance in which the entropy is equal to 0. So entropy is nothing but the measure of randomness. So a randomness is obtained by the movement of particles. So movement of particles is there if the site or the vacancy is present at the site of the particles. Since all the particles are present, no vacancy exists and no movement of the particles, and hence the entropy is equal to 0. So such type of crystal can be taken as an ideal crystal. Then what is defects in crystals? This ideal crystal is not available actually. Ideal crystals are not available. That means some of the particles are missing from the crystal lattice. That means there is irregularity in the arrangement of particles. Not repeatedly present. Some of the particles are missing from the lattice. Hence, defect is observed in case of this crystal lattice. Such kind of defect can be taken as a crystal defect or defects in the crystals. So, these defects in crystals can also be taken as the point defects. Because each particle is represented in the form of sphere and also in the form of the points like this. Hence, the defect obtained in case of any crystalline solid can be taken as the point defect also. It is also called as defects in crystals or crystal defects. Okay, so what is the reason for the crystal defects? So the reason for the crystal defect is nothing but the irregularity in the arrangement of particles. That That means in this line there is a arrangement of particles in a orderly and repeatedly regularly. So in the second line, so there is a missing up of one of the particle here. So in the third line also there is a missing up of one of the particle. That means irregularity in the arrangement of particles will exist in case of this crystal lattice. Hence we are going to observe the defect in this crystal due to the irregularity in the arrangement of particles. So such kind of defect can be taken as the crystal defect. Okay, so the crystal defect is also called as the point defect. Why it is called the point defect? Because each lattice point or each particle is represented in the form of points also. Hence, the crystal defects are also called as the point defects. Then, what are the different types of the crystal defects? There were 3 different types of crystal defects. The first one is stoichiometric. Stoichiometric defect. So, stoichiometric defect. Then, the second one is called the non-stoichiometric defect. Non-stoichiometric defect. And the third one is called the impurity defect. So, first one is called the stoichiometric defect, the second one is called the non-stoichiometric defect, and the third one is called the impurity defect. So, these are nothing but 3 different types of the defects exist in case of any crystalline substance. So, we will study one by one detailing. So, first we will go for the stoichiometric defect. So, what is meant by stoichiometric defect? Okay. So, we will consider one of the example like NaCl. So, this is nothing but NaCl. In this NaCl, one sodium atom is present in this formula and one chlorine atom is present. And number of atoms is 1 sodium and also the number of chlorine atoms is also equal to 1. So, what is the simple ratio of the existence of these atoms in this formula? It is found to be 1:1. Okay. So, the simplest ratio of each particle exists in this formula can be taken as 1:1. Okay. Next, we will go for the existence of particles in case of crystal lattice. So, this is nothing but the existence of particles. Okay. So, in this crystal lattice, number of Na plus, if we represent this NaCl in this formula, in this form, then number of Na plus or Na sodium atoms will be equal to number of chlorine atoms. So, number of sodium atoms will be equal to number of chlorine atoms in this case. So, I will also write one more line so that you can easily identify the existence number of particles. So, this is nothing but the representation of the particles. Here it is sodium and this chlorine, sodium, chlorine, chlorine, sodium, chlorine, sodium. That is sodium, chlorine, sodium, chlorine, chlorine, sodium, chlorine and sodium. So, alternate arrangement of both the sodium and chlorine atoms are there in this crystal lattice. You observe here, so in this case, there is an existence of 8 sodium atoms and 8 chlorine atoms. 8 chlorine atoms. This sodium is 8 atoms and chlorine is also 8 atoms. So, what is the simple ratio of these two in this crystal lattice? It is also equal to 1:1. So, if the number of atoms in the crystal lattice will be in the same ratio as that of the predicted formula, so and also if there is an existence of the defect in case of crystal, so such kind of defect can be taken as the stoichiometric defect. So, what is meant by stoichiometric defect? Stoichiometric defect can be defined as if the number of atoms exist in the crystal lattice will be in the same ratio as that of the predicted formula. So, in this predicted formula, number of atoms of each element in the simple ratio is 1:1 and also in the crystal lattice also equal to 1:1, and even that there is an existence of defect in this crystal. So, such kind of defect can be taken as a stoichiometric defect. And then what is meant by non-stoichiometric defect? Okay, so in this case, this is a crystal lattice. So in this crystal lattice, there is a presence of particles. So if we observe the simple ratio of each and every particle in this crystal lattice, so this ratio is equal to 1:1 like that. You just imagine. And in case of the formula, it is different from that of this ratio. So if the number of atoms in the predicted formula is different from that of the crystal lattice, it can be taken as the defect, or it can be taken as the non-stoichiometric defect. So if both the ratios are same, it can be taken as the defect, can be taken as the stoichiometric defect. So if the ratio is different from that of the other, then we can say that it is called the non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, so detail we will study one by one. And what is meant by impurity defect? So impurity defect is nothing but the type of defect so which occurs when foreign element is added into the crystal lattice other than the original host element. So host atoms will be there. Along with that, if there is any existence of foreign element into the crystal lattice, then we are going to observe the defect in the crystal. So that type of defect can be taken as impurity defect. So let us study the defects in detail. Okay, so stoichiometric defect. So stoichiometric defect. There were 4 different types of stoichiometric defects. The first one is vacancy defect. Vacancy defect. The second one is called the interstitial defect. The third one is called the Schottky defect. And the fourth one is called the Frenkel defect. So these are nothing but the different types of stoichiometric defect. So what is stoichiometric defect? The number of atoms in the crystal lattice will be the same ratio as that of the predicted formula. So such kind of defect can be taken as the stoichiometric defect. In stoichiometric defect, we are going to observe 4 other different types of defects. The first one is called the vacancy defect, the second is called the interstitial defect, the third one is called the Schottky defect, and the fourth one is called the Frenkel defect. So what is meant by vacancy defect? So we know that in case of any crystalline solid, there is an existence of the particles in a orderly manner like this. So this is nothing but the arrangement of the particles in 3-dimensional manner in case of the crystalline solid. So what is meant by vacancy defect? So in this crystalline solid or from this crystalline solid, if some of the particles are missing from this crystalline solid, then defect is arised. So such kind of defect exists in this crystalline solid can be taken as vacancy defect. So this vacancy defect is arised due to the absence of the particles at the host site. That means if some of the particles are missing from the crystal lattice, then we are going to observe the existence of one of the defect called the vacancy defect. And then we will go for the second type of defect is called the interstitial defect. So what is meant by interstitial defect? So we know that in between the particles there is an existence of the voids, also called as the interstitial sites. So voids are also called as the interstitial sites. What are interstitial sites? The gap exists between the close packing arrangement of particles. So after the close packing arrangement of particles, in between the particles there is an existence of gap. Okay, now we will study the interstitial defect. So this is nothing but the arrangement of particles in case of any crystalline solid. So in this crystal lattice, if some of the particles are also present at the interstitial positions in between the particles, so then we are going to observe the defect in the crystal. It is orderly arrangement of particles, along with that some extra particles are present at the interstitial positions. So such kind of defect often can be taken as the interstitial defect. So what is meant by interstitial defect? A defect arises in the crystal lattice due to the extra arrangement of particles at the interstitial positions in the crystal lattice. So such kind of defect can be taken as interstitial defect. So these two, both vacancy defect and also interstitial defect is observed in case of non-ionic solid or non-ionic crystalline solid. Okay, so which are the two different defects arise in case of non-ionic crystalline solid? That is both vacancy defect and also interstitial. Then we will go for the studying of the Schottky defect and also Frenkel defect. So this Schottky defect and also Frenkel defect is observed in case of any ionic solid or any ionic crystal solid or crystalline solid. So let us study the defect that is called the Schottky defect and Frenkel defect exist in case of any ionic crystalline solid. So we will study in depth because this is very important. These two are very important. We are going to observe the questions based on these two defects. So first we will study the Schottky defect. So what is this Schottky defect? So we know that this Schottky defect arises in case of any ionic solid. Okay. So what is the cause for this Schottky defect? In any crystalline solid, if the value of coordination number is high, if the value of coordination number is high, then we are going to observe the existence of Schottky defect in case of any ionic crystalline solid. So that's one of the condition. Okay, and the second condition is both cation. That means this defect exists in case of ionic solid. In that ionic solid, there is the existence of both cations and anions. Cation and anion should have same size. Almost the cation and anion should have same size. And the third condition for the existence of Schottky defect is the radius ratio. Radius ratio should be high. So if the value of radius ratio is high, then there is an existence of defect called the Schottky defect in case of any ionic crystalline solid. Or if the value of coordination number is high, then also we can observe the existence of Schottky defect. So if the value of the ratio or if the value of the size of cation and anion is almost remains constant, then also we can observe the existence of Schottky defect. So then what is the Schottky defect? So we will study it now. So arrangement of particles is represented in this form. That is, orderly arrangement of particles are there. So these particles are in the form of plus minus, plus minus, minus, plus minus, plus, plus minus, plus minus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So there is an existence of both cations and anions equal number. So equal number of both cations and anions are present in case of this crystalline lattice or the ionic crystalline lattice. So from this crystal lattice, if some of the cations, if some of the cations are missing from that point, then vacancy is created. If some of the cations, that means the cation means positive ion. So some of the positive ions are missing from the lattice. That means these So whenever the cations are escaped from the crystal lattice, from this crystal lattice, then the defect is observed. Defect is observed. So even though this is also one of the stoichiometric defect. So what is meant by stoichiometric defect? Number of atoms in the crystal lattice will be in the same ratio as that of the predicted formula. So that means we should observe the same ratio of the atoms and the particles in case of crystal lattice as well as the predicted formula. So here there is an existence of more number of anions than the cations. So two cations are missing. So we will remove one more cation. That means three cations are missing. Number of anions are more by comparing with the number of cations. So to maintain the neutrality, that means the number of positive charges are 5 and the number of negative charges are 8 because we have removed 3 positive charges. So to maintain the neutrality, there is an existence of same number of cations and also same number of anions. So for that purpose, there is jumping of the same number of anions also from the crystal lattice. There is an existence of, due to the missing up of some of the cations, same number of anions also missed from the lattice and they will escape from the lattice. That means equal number of both cations and anions also missing from this crystal lattice, so that we are going to observe the existence of Schottky defect in case of this crystalline lattice. So such kind of defect can be taken as Schottky defect. So what is meant by Schottky defect? Missing up of equal number of cations and also anions from the crystal lattice. So because of the missing up of 3 cations, 3 anions also missed from the crystal lattice, so that the defect is arised in the crystal lattice and also the neutrality has maintained. Okay, such type of defect can be taken as Schottky defect. So what are the conditions for this Schottky defect? That means the coordination number should be very high and the cation and anion should have almost the same size and the value of radius ratio should be very high. So then we will observe the existence of Schottky defect. What is meant by Schottky defect? Missing up of equal number of cations and also anions from the crystal lattice, so that a defect called Schottky defect is observed. Okay, so Schottky defect can be defined as missing up of equal number of cations and anions in the crystal lattice. Okay, so that defect is called a Schottky defect. Then what are the consequences? So consequences of this Schottky defect. So due to the existence of or the missing up of the same number of cations and anions, some holes are created. Some holes are created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 number of vacancies or 6 number of holes are created. So due to the existence of these 6 number of holes, or due to the missing up of the loss of 6 number of particles, the density of this crystal lattice gets reduced. That is, density is equal to mass by volume. So volume remains constant, but due to the missing up of the some number of particles, mass gets reduced. Because of decrease in the mass, the value of density also gets decreased. So the consequence is decrease in the value of density. Decrease the value of density. Next, secondly, so second consequence is decrease in the stability. So what is meant by stability? That means due to the movement of the particles are not arranged fixedly. So they are not in fixed manner. There is a movement of particles. So why there is a movement of particles? Due to the existence of vacancies at the holes, at the host position. So there is a host position. So at these positions, there is a vacancy which exists. So because of that vacancy which exists in the crystal lattice, so these cations and anions will move to those other vacancies, so that the stability gets increased. The stability gets decreased. particles are there, so that the stability gets reduced. And the third consequence is due to the existence of the holes, the particles will move from one place to another place, so that the electrical conductivity also gets increased due to the presence of more number of holes. By the mixing up of equal number of cations and anions, more number of holes are there. So due to the presence of more number of holes, the present anions and cations will move from one place to another place, so that electrical conductivity gets increased. So this is nothing but the Schottky effect. So for this Schottky effect, the examples are NaCl, KCl, CSCl and AgBr. So these are nothing but a few examples for Schottky effect. So what is Schottky effect? Missing up of equal number of cations and anions, so that defect arises in case of crystal lattice can be taken as Schottky effect. Next, we will go for the study of the Frenkel effect. So we will go for the Frenkel effect. The second type of the defect in case of any ionic crystalline solid is called the Frenkel defect. Frenkel defect. So what is meant by this Frenkel defect? So before going to the existence of this Frenkel defect, we will write the crystal lattice. That is the presence of or the arrangement of particles in case of any crystal lattice. Okay, so this is called the ideal crystal because there is no missing up of the particles, and the particles will not move from one place to another place, so that entropy delta S is equal to 0. So if the value of entropy in case of any crystal lattice is equal to 0, then that type of crystal can be taken as ideal crystal. But the ideal crystal is not observed because due to the existence of some of the defects. Okay, so now we will study the Frenkel defect. So by the existence of this Frenkel defect, what are the causes for this Frenkel defect? So the causes for the Frenkel defect is the coordination number should be very low. So if the value of coordination number is low, then there is an existence of one of the defect in the crystal can be taken as Frenkel defect. Okay, so for the existence of Frenkel defect, the coordination number should be very low. And to exist the Frenkel defect, the cation and anion should not have same size. That means generally the anions are bigger than the cations. The radius of anion should be more compared to the radius of cation. Anions are having larger size compared to the cations. That means cations and anions should not have same size. Then only there is an existence of Frenkel effect. And the third reason and the cause for the existence of Frenkel defect is radius ratio should be low. There should be low value of radius ratio for the existence of Frenkel defect. Okay, now we will study the Frenkel defect. What is Frenkel defect? So the causes are the value of coordination number is low, and the cation should have different size from that of the anion, and the value of radius ratio should be very low. So based on those points, so we will study the existence of Frenkel defect. So what is meant by Frenkel defect? So we will mention the existence of positive and negative ions in the crystal lattice because it is one of the ionic crystal. So same number of cations and same number of anions are present in the crystal lattice. So in this case, some of the cations, that means some of the positive ions, leave the normal position. So originally there is an existence of positive ion here, but now that positive ion will move from this position to the interstitial position. So what is meant by interstitial position? A place exists in between the particles. So that is called the interstitial position. That means the particles, the cations, that means only the positive ions will move from normal side to the interstitial side, so that a defect is observed. So why defect is observed in case of this one? Because of the existence of this hole at the vacancy. So here there is no particle present. So because of the existence of this hole and due to the movement of this positive particle to the interstitial position, so a defect is arised in this crystal lattice. So that type of defect can be taken as a Frenkel defect. So what is Frenkel defect? Some of the cations or the smaller ions. We know that the anions are having larger size compared to the cations. Hence, the smaller ions called the cations. So, those cations will move from normal side to the interstitial side. Okay. So, because of that, there is an existence of two holes created in the crystal lattice. So, due to the existence of the holes, a defect is arised in case of any ionic crystalline solid. Such type of defect can be taken as the Frenkel defect. So, what is Frenkel defect? Movement of the particles or the cations, movement of the cations or the smaller ions from normal side to the interstitial side, so that a defect is arised in case of any ionic crystalline solid. So, such type of defect can be taken as the Frenkel defect. Then, what are the consequences due to the existence of the Frenkel defect? So, what about the value of density? So, density remains same. That because these particles they change their position only, and all the particles are present within the crystal lattice. So, those particles are not moving out of the crystal lattice. They remain as it is in the crystal lattice, but they have their position gets changed. So, due to the existence of same number of particles in case of crystal lattice, and also the volume remains same, mass remains same, so that there is no change in the value of density, no change in the density, no change. That means density remains constant. Next, what about the stability? Stability gets changed, it gets decreased. So, the stability decrease is due to the existence of holes. So, because of the existence of those holes, the other particles will move from one place to another place, so that the stability gets reduced. Okay. So, next, the third point, electrical conductivity. So, due to the presence of two holes or the other number of extra holes, so by the presence of extra holes, so the particles from the other place will move to the hole point, so that the electrical conductivity gets increased. So, due to the free movement of the particles and the ions in the crystal lattice, the electrical conductivity gets increased. Okay. So, this is nothing but the Frenkel defect, their causes and also consequences. And the example for Frenkel defect is AgCl. Example for Frenkel defect is AgCl, then AgBr, AgI and also ZS. So, we have observed the example for Schottky defect and also Frenkel defect, both are having the same example, that is AgBr. We know that in case of the Schottky defect crystal, the coefficient number should be very high. So, in case of Frenkel defect, the crystal, the value of coefficient number should be very low. So, but even though we have taken one of the example, that is AgBr for both Schottky defect and also Frenkel defect. So, what is the reason why AgBr? So, I ask you one of the question, why AgBr will show both Schottky defect and also Frenkel defect? So, the reason I answer you. Answer the reason, that is AgBr. So, before going to the AgBr, so first of all, what is the radius ratio? Radius ratio. So, radius ratio can be defined as the ratio of the radius of cation to the radius of anion. So, cation is nothing but the positive ion and the anion is the negative ion. Radius of positive ion is R plus and radius of negative ion is called the R minus. So radius ratio can be defined as the ratio of radius of cation to the radius of anion. So this ratio can be taken as the radius ratio. So for Schottky defective, this value of radius ratio should be very high, and for the Franken defective, the value of radius ratio should be very low. But in case of AGBR, so the value of radius ratio in case of AGBR is almost remains same. That means it is not too high or not too low. So because of the existence of this radius ratio for the AGBR in between Schottky defect and also Franken defect, so there is at the border, this is at the border, at the junction of both Schottky defect and also Franken defect. For that purpose, AGBR will be taken as the example for both Schottky defect and also Franken defect. So why AGBR will show both the Schottky and also Franken defect? Because the value of radius ratio for this AGBR is intermediate between the Schottky defect and also Franken defect. The value of radius ratio for AGBR is not too high, not too low. So because of that reason, this AGBR will show both Schottky defect and also Franken defect. Okay. Next, we will go for the non-stoichiometric defect. Non-stoichiometric defect. Non-stoichiometric defect. So what is non-stoichiometric defect? So before this, what is stoichiometric defect? The number of atoms, the ratio of number of atoms in the crystal lattice will be in the same ratio as that of the predicted formula. So that type of defect is called a stoichiometric defect. So in this case, the ratio of number of atoms in the crystal lattice will be different from that of the predicted formula. So that type of defect can be taken as a non-stoichiometric defect. So there were two different types of non-stoichiometric defect. The first one is called metal excess defect, and the second one is called metal deficiency defect. Metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. So first we will study the metal excess defect. The name itself indicates metal excess. That means we are having one of the crystal lattice in which, so for example, Mx is nothing but one of the metallic substance. So in which the anions and cations are present, M plus and X minus. So this is nothing but one of the metallic substance containing metal containing M plus ions and also X minus ions. So this kind of substance can be taken as a metallic substance. So we will represent the arrangement of these particles in the crystal lattice. So we will study the metal excess defect. We will represent the crystal lattice. M plus is nothing but the existence of metal ion and X minus. M plus, X minus. So same kind of ions will not link with one another, so that X minus, M plus, X minus, M plus. M plus, X minus, M plus, X minus. X minus, M plus, X minus, M plus. So in this case, there is an existence of the 8 M plus ions and 8 X minus ions. So we will study the metal excess defect. So the name itself indicates excess in the number of metal atoms or the metal ions in the crystal lattice, so that a defect is arising. So such type of defect can be taken as metal excess defect. Okay. So now this metal excess defect is arising in positive charge. So to increase the number of positive ions, what we want to do is we have to remove the anions from the crystal lattice. So removing of anions means we have to remove the X minus ions from the crystal lattice. So if we remove two X minus ions, so that a defect is arised in the crystal. So here there is a vacancy at the hole created due to the removing of the some of the anions. So we have removed two anions so that the defect is arised in case of this crystal lattice. So such type of defect will be taken as a metal excess defect because so initially there is an existence of 8 M plus ions and 8 X minus ions. Now there is an existence of M plus ions which is equal to 8 and X minus ions which is equal to 6. So because of increase in the number of M plus ions, metal excess gets arised. So the defect obtained in case of this crystal lattice can be taken as a metal excess defect which is arised due to the anionic vacancy. That is one of the way of obtaining the metal excess defect. Now, to maintain the neutrality, so even metal excess defect also exists in case of any ionic crystalline lattice. So, to maintain the neutrality in this case, there is an existence of 8 positive ions and 6 negative ions. To maintain the neutrality, so these anionic vacancy is filled by the electrons. We know that electrons are having negative charge. Electrons are having negative charge. Each electron carries one negative charge. So totally 6 negative charges. Along with that, there is an existence of 2 more negative charges. So that totally 8 negative charges and 8 positive charges will remain. So that this metal lattice gets neutralized. Okay, so that means this metal lattice is electrically neutral due to the existence of extra electrons at the anionic vacancy. So that we have maintained the neutrality in the crystal lattice. So even though, by removing these two electrons, there is an existence of more number of M plus ions than the X minus ions. So because of increase in the number of metal ions, so that a defect is arised in case of any crystal lattice that can be taken as metal excess defect. So in this case, electrical conductivity gets increased. Why the electrical conductivity gets increased? Because we know that the electrons are nothing but the free moving particles. So free moving particles can be taken as electrons. So these electrons will not remain at the same position. They will be moving from one place to another place throughout the crystal lattice. So that this X mass will move to this position and this electron will move to this position. So frequently there is a movement of both the X minus and also the electrons from one place to another place throughout the crystal lattice. So that the electrical conductivity gets increased. Okay, so this type of defect is called the metal excess defect. So that is by the existence of anionic vacancy, we will observe the existence of metal excess defect. And the second way of obtaining the metal excess defect is, so we will replace these values or these vacancies by the original particles. Okay, so this is nothing but the ideal crystal. So in this ideal crystal, a defect is arising. That is called a metal excess defect. So that metal excess defect is obtained by the existence of extra cations at the interstitial positions. That means all these in between the particles there is an existence of the gap at the void at the interstitial position. So at that interstitial position there is an existence of M plus ions or the metal ions. So existence of extra cations at interstitial positions. So by the existence of extra metal ions at the interstitial positions which is present in between the particles, by comparing with the X minus ions, there is an increase in the number of M plus ions. Okay, originally 8 M plus ions and 8 X minus ions will be there. So in addition to these 8 M plus ions, 2 more M plus ions are added so that 10 M plus ions are present, only 8 X minus ions are present. That means 10 positive ions and 8 negative ions. So due to the existence of extra metal ions in the interstitial positions, there is disarrangement of particles. Such type of arrangement of particles, due to this reason, a defect is arised, is called the metal excess defect. Okay, so now the neutrality has not maintained in this case. So to maintain the neutrality, so how many metal ions are added? How to observe? There is an existence of extra 2 metal ions. Along with that, to maintain the neutrality, 2 electrons are introduced into the interstitial positions. So that even though by comparing with the X minus ions, number of M plus ions are more in number. So that we will observe metal excess defect. Okay, so such type of defect can be taken as metal excess defect, which is observed in case of non-stoichiometric defect. Okay, so before that, so we will go for the original, that is the metal excess defect arises by the anionic frequency. That means some of the anions are missing, so that at that position there is an existence of the electrons. So if one of the X minus ion is replaced by electron, so that metal excess defect is arised, that is due to the anionic frequency. So this electron can be taken as the Fermi electron. This electron is called the Fermi electron, and this position can be taken as a Fermi position. Fermi position. Okay, so in the metal excess defect, we will observe this electron. So this electron, due to the movement of this electron, so this electron is not present at the same position. It will be moving from one place to another place. Because of the free movement of this electron, so this crystalline lattice at the crystal will exhibit some color. So hence we can say this metal excess defect are also called as Fermi defect. So this metal excess defect will show some Fermi characteristic, Fermi color or Fermi characteristic by this crystal lattice. That means if any metallic substance is showing some metal excess defect, so hence that metal excess defect showing the crystal will show some Fermi characteristic. So what is meant by Fermi characteristic? So due to the existence of this free moving electron, so by the movement of electron from one place to another place, this crystal lattice or the crystal will exhibit some color. Okay, so that is one of the nature of the metallic substance in which the metal excess defect is arised. Okay, next we will go for the metal deficiency defect. In case of non-stoichiometric defect, there is one more type of defect is called the metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency defect. So, what is meant by metal deficiency defect? The name itself indicates decrease in the number of metal ions. So, first we will represent the crystal lattice. So, existence of the particles. So we will represent the particles in the inside the spheres or by removing the spheres we can also mention the particles in distance. So in this, so there is an existence of the A plus and B minus. That means this is metal ion and this is another kind of ion. This is called metal ion, other cation, and this is called anion. So each cation and anion is not directly linked with one another. So that so below this A plus, there is the existence of B minus ion. A plus, B minus, A plus, A plus, B minus, A plus, B minus, B minus, A plus, B minus, B minus, and A plus. So this is nothing but the ideal crystal. So in this ideal crystal, if you want to introduce the defect called metal deficiency defect, there were two different ways. The first way is nothing but the cationic vacancy. Cationic vacancy. So what is meant by cationic vacancy? So we have to remove the cations from the crystal lattice. So cations means positive ions. So we will remove some of the positive ions. So I have removed one of the positive ion here and one more positive ion from here. Okay. So total before that A plus ions means cations are 18 number and anions B minus ions are also 8 number. So by the removal of two cations from the crystal lattice, number of cations obtained 6 and the number of anions are 8. So we have removed the two cations from the crystal lattice so that the cationic vacancy is observed. So due to the formation of two holes at the cationic vacancy, there is a defect in the crystal. Such type of defect obtained can be taken as a metal deficiency defect. By comparing with the B minus ions, the number of metal ions are having less in number. So such kind of type of defect is called the metal deficiency defect. The deficiency means less in number. Okay, so the metal deficiency defect is arised by the cationic vacancy. So that is one of the type of the way to introduce the metal deficiency defect. So in this case, number of negative and positive ions are not equal. So to maintain the neutrality, so what we have to do is, so we have to introduce the extra charge in the cations. That means we have removed one negative particle. So to balance one negative particle, we have to introduce one positive charge to the neighboring particle. The other particle which is present in the crystal lattice. So that the number of particles, the anions and cations almost becoming near to one another. So here also, to maintain the neutrality by the replacement of one positive charge, we will introduce two positive charges. So that we have increased the valency of this cation. So by the increasing of that valency of the cation, nearby cation, by the removal of few anions, so that we have maintained the neutrality inside the crystal lattice. That means now it is the number of A plus ions and the positive charges is going to be 8 and the number of negative charges is also equal to 8. So that neutrality is maintained. Along with that, there is the missing up of some of the particles. There is a formation of holes. So this defect obtained can be taken as metal deficiency defect which arises due to the cationic vacancy. Okay, next there is one more way of existence of the metal deficiency defect by the another way. That is originally we will take the Originally we will take the ideal crystal. So in this ideal crystal, what we have to do? We have to introduce the metal deficiency defect by the second reason. So the second reason is by the introducing of the extra anions into the interstitial positions. So extra anions means the negative ions, B minus ion. Here also B minus ion. So if we introduce extra anions at the interstitial positions, then also there is a deficiency in the metal ions. By comparing with the B minus ions, A plus ions are less in number. So A plus ions are only 8 and B minus ions are totally 10. So by comparing with the negative charged particles, the metal ions are less in number. Hence, the metal deficiency defect is arised by the existence of extra anions at the interstitial positions. So what are interstitial positions? The positions are the voids or the gaps exist in between the particles which is not occupied by the particles. At those positions, there is an existence of extra anions, so that the metal deficiency defect is obtained. Okay, so to maintain the neutrality, what we have to do? So we have to increase the valency of the nearby cations. So totally there is an existence of 10 positive ions and 10 negative ions, so that neutrality has maintained. In this case, there is an existence of extra particles at the interstitial positions. Then also there is an existence of defect called the metal deficiency defect. So in this case also the electrical conductivity gets increased. Okay. Next, the third type of defect is called the impurity defect. So what is meant by impurity defect? So impurity means a foreign element or foreign substance. So we have to introduce the foreign element or the foreign substance into the crystal lattice. So first we will take one of the example. So for example, NaCl. So we will consider the NaCl, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus. So we will write all the particles, Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus. We will write one more line because to maintain the neutrality, we can easily identify the number of particles. Okay, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus and Na plus. Okay, so we have taken the crystalline substance or the crystal lattice. In this, there is an existence of 8 Na plus ions and 8 Cl minus ions, which is 8 in number. Okay, so what is meant by impurity defect? So to get the impurity defect, first I will remove one of the metal ion. So I am removing one of the metal ion. I am introducing not in place of sodium ion, I am replacing sodium by strontium, having the valency 2. Okay. So by introducing the strontium at the position of the host particle sodium, so sodium is a host particle and this is called the guest or the foreign particle or foreign element, which is nothing but the impurity which is we are introducing into this crystal lattice. So we have taken NaCl crystal lattice by removing one of the host element Na plus ion by Sr plus 2 ion, so that a defect is arised in this crystal lattice. But to maintain the neutrality, so we will remove one more Na plus ion, so that so we are so just observe by the removal for 2 Na plus ion, so we can add 1 Sr plus 2. so that number of positive charges remains 8 and number of negative charges also remains 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so neutrality has maintained and also there is the existence of the defect in the crystal due to the formation of the holes. So such type of defect can be taken as impurity defect. So what is meant by impurity defect? The defect arises in the case of any crystalline solid due to the introducing of the foreign element in the place of the host element. Such type of defect can be taken as impurity.